In today's webinar, we are going to see how to write an optimized blog post in order to get English students. To start with, you have to go to im.oxinity.com and open your account. After that, click on the icon with your name and go to the last tab called Web. When you do it for the first time, it may take you a bit longer since you are generating your website, but in future, once your website is generated, it's going to be very quick. Click on the little edit pencil and open the editor of your blog post. Now go to blog, and now we have to click on this little plus in order to open the new post. Before you do that, you have to have a clear idea what your blog post is going to be about. For this purpose, I recommend you using Google in order to get some ideas of some attractive titles that people are looking for. Bear in mind that your blog post is not only the content but also the promotional tool in order to get English students, so we have to make sure that the search result or the idea, the topic of our blog post is relevant to our visitors. If you're a new teacher in Oxinity, I would start with topics like tips for learning English, resources, exercises, different type of students' tips, for example, and so on. In my case, I'm going to write a blog post about books, and I'm going to search for a good title. Best English books to learn English. For example, this could be an interesting topic, and also this is kind of a specific need that you may extend. For example, best English books to learn English for beginners, story, language, whatever. Scroll down, and here you can get some more ideas of what you can write about. For example, books in English for intermediate level, and here basically you can list the top 10, top 5 of books in English for intermediate level. And I'm going to take this idea as my main title of the blog post. Also, books in English for intermediate level is going to be our keyword or key phrase that we're going to use in order to optimize our blog post. Go back to Oxinity, add the publication date. If you want to be published today, you can add today's date or tomorrow, for example, or any other date that you want to schedule it. You can write a blog post in English, Spanish, Italian, French, German. In this case, it's going to be in English, so I'm going to keep it this way. Now scroll down and add the title of your blog post. Basically copy and paste it. Books in English for intermediate level, let's put it in caps. Apart from that, you can also extend the title and add some specific information. For example, books in English for intermediate level for travelers, for kids, for adults, for business, whatever. But I'm going to keep it this way for now. Go to long tail and add the same title there. Long tail is the friendly URL address of your blog post. It shouldn't contain any special character, and it must be written in dashes. As you can see, it automatically adds dashes to your long tail. See a description, 154 characters approximately, of what your blog post is about. It's a short summary of that, and it must contain the keyword, which is books in English for intermediate level. And here you can extend a little bit the description. For example, top 10 best books to read if you want to learn English fast and easy, for example. Okay, now we're going to copy this description, and we're going to go to summary of our blog post, and we can leave it exactly the same, or we can add a little bit of more information. As for example, there is no limit of characters in summary, so you can, for example, add check my list and discover books for learners. For example, Now we have the summary of our blog post, the title, the long tail. What we're missing is the picture. And now we're going to add the picture to our blog post. Choose a picture from your computer and click on Upload. As you can see, the picture has been uploaded to the server. Alright. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write the blog post itself. Don't forget about our keyword, which is, in this case, books and English for intermediate level. And make sure that you add at least 300 words to your blog post. It must be more than 300 words, or at least 300 in order to be indexed by Google, so please make sure that you have at least 3 paragraphs that cover basically the topic of your blog post. Okay? And don't forget to mention from time to time that your post is about books and English for intermediate level. 2-3 times per blog post would be enough. And now that we have this blog post written down, we click on Save. And after that, we are ready to go. Before you check if your blog post was published or not, please open your website in a different tab and make sure that you can find it through the blog. And here we go. As you can see, our blog post was successfully published here, and we have the blog picture, description, summary, read more, and so on. Now you can check how your blog looks like for a user. And as you can see, we don't have any information here since it was a test blog post. But make sure that you like the way it looks here. If you don't, then you can go always back to Oxinity and edit the source, the size, the format, the text, wherever you consider. Now that you're happy with your blog post, you can basically close this editor and you will see the word published next to your blog post title.